Welcome to a new Draw My Life video.
Do you believe in reincarnation? The mystery of life after death is one of the most complex and worrying for people since the beginning of times. Throughout the centuries, many have tried to explain it. Religion, science, they are all looking for a solution. The phenomenon of reincarnation, the belief in the rebirth of the soul or the mind after death in another body, has been present in humanity since the ancient times. One of the most famous cases is the Pollock Twins. Today, we're going to tell you about them. John and Florence Pollock had a normal life in Hexham, England, with their two daughters, Jacqueline, 6 years old, and Joanne, of 11 years old. It all changed for them on a Sunday, the 5th of May of 1957, when Jacqueline and Joanne died in an accident. They were on their way to church with a friend of the family when they were tragically hit by a car. The three of them died instantly. John and Florence were devastated by this premature loss of the kids, but they kept on with their lives, hanging on to the hope that they would someday be blessed with another child. Their prayers were answered a lot earlier than they had expected. Soon, they found out Florence was pregnant again. The doctor said they were only gonna have one kid, but John wasn't really convinced and had the feeling it was gonna be twins. Against all odds, John's prediction about the twins turned out to be true, and on November 4th, 1958, two little girls were born, Jillian and Jennifer. This parents' happiness turned into surprise when they observed that even though they were identical, they had very curious birthmarks. Jennifer had a spot on her forehead, right where her deceased older sister Jacqueline had a mark as well. They both had a mark in their waist. Something weird was going on. When the twins turned 3 months old, John and Florence decided to start over and they moved to Whitley Bay, facing the North Sea. When the twins began to talk, they realized the girls were more special than what they might have seemed at first. They could remember their older sister's past, who, as we already know, had died a year before they were born. When they went back to Hexham, the twins started pointing to places where they had never been before. When they went by the school the two sisters had attended, they remembered it. They knew their old house and people in the village. They also had the same habits, the same way of talking. On top of that, one of them seemed to be older and the other one accepted to have her sister take care of her. They also recognized the old dolls and called them by the names Jacqueline and Joanne had given them in the past. Jillian remembered the life of her sister Joanne, dead at the age of 11, while Jennifer remembered Jacqueline's, who died at the age of 6. One time, their parents heard them talking about the accident, describing the feelings they had had. Also, the twins had a terrible phobia to vehicles. Once the girls turned 5, the memories of their deceased sisters suddenly vanished from one day to the next, and they went on with their normal lives. 5 years is the age scientists say is the limit to remember past lives. Because even though the Pollock Twins case is one of the most famous, there are many others. Dr. Ian Stevenson researched thousands of cases of children who seem to have reincarnated. When you search for information about this curious event of reincarnation, it is common to find images of identical twins from the distinguished US photographer Diane Arbus. Actually, these are the twins Kathleen and Colin Wade, and the picture was taken in Roselle, New Jersey in 1967. Though Arbus's picture is indeed disturbing, even Stanley Kubrick found inspiration in it to create the characters of the twins in his movie The Shining. Do you think the Pollock Twins case is real or just the last hope of a pair of devastated parents? Do you believe in reincarnation? We want to know your opinion. Leave a comment.
If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it. And if you want to see more Draw My Life videos, subscribe to our channel. See you in the next episode.